And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last match of the first round of the 2019 YugiTuber Grand Championship. In this match, we have up-and-coming YouTuber DarrenStephenson going up against one of the granddaddies of YugiTubing, AznPersuasion. And with us for this electrifying commentary, once again, we have an expert in the field for one of the decks being played, Mr. Nimnim.
Felt like I've been back a couple times here, but finally cleaning out round one here, last round. Very excited to commentate this one. So what decks are both these players playing?
So we have DarrenStephenson on Danger Thunder Dragon, actually. Oh, he's not. I guess, is AznPersuasion on the Danger? I thought someone, I swear, is on Danger Thunder Dragon in this match. Oh! Okay, so Crusadia Reclusia into Crusadia Magius. Did I completely just say the wrong match? Maybe I did.
Maybe. I know a little bit about the Crusadia Guard Dragons, kind of working in the same way, just trying to combo off, get a big board going.
Yeah.
Cool thing is they can end with like FA Dawn Dragster, which is a really cool card.
I was going to say, this deck can make some absurd boards if it goes off completely
Yeah.
uninterrupted. So there's Spatha. And then Draco following that up, being special summoned using its own effect. And then Draco can add back.
Did he happen to have that in his hand, or did he search that?
I think he had that in his hand.
His Magus.
Because I believe he searched the, Actually, I'm not sure. He either searched that or the Maximus. But in any case, we have LP now, so here's Red Eyes Dark Dismetal Dragon.
And now, it's pretty safe to assume the whole combo is going to go off, because the most fragile part of the combo there is that Spatha move. If that Spatha wasn't able to move that LP, the turn would essentially be over.
So linking up all four of his monsters into Saryuja there, he's going to go ahead and draw 4. This was a card that did not get hit on the ban list that a lot of people felt like should have gone to 1. I don't know how you feel about that.
I feel like the decks that use Saryuja, like Danger Thunder or in this deck here, I feel like they would have to change significantly if Saryuja went to 1, because the fact that they have the second one, being able to use all those guard dragons that just stick on the board, put them all into something else, like another dragon, really makes the card powerful. If it was at 1, I think the decks would be in kind of a sticky situation. I felt like some of the hits already, though, were big enough. I feel like the deck's kind of in a good spot where it is.
So we saw Sekka's Light, and that's why I'm fairly certain DarrenStephenson is playing Danger Thunder. So he must be playing like some sort of Crusadia engine in this deck, because he wouldn't be playing... If he was playing pure Crusadia, he wouldn't be playing Sekka's Light.
I don't really know how I feel about that, because that's like another normal summon kind of engine, and you're already playing like Solar, which is insane. Yeah, there's Thunder. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's an interesting choice for like a normal summon engine, because you see people play Solar and the One Sky Blaster. Some people are opting to play like Overraptor, so they can go into Miko with like Carbageddon. But I think Guard Dragons, that's a lot of cards you have to commit to the main deck to be able to play it.
Well, remember, Miko isn't legal for this specific round because Dark Neostorm hadn't been released yet. But in the case of next round, potentially, if there's someone else, they could potentially take advantage of exactly what you're talking about. So we see Pisty coming down.
Pisty come down.
Yep, Wyverburster is going to grab the Collapse Serpent with its graveyard effect. Pisty's going to resurrect Red Eyes Dark Dismetal Dragon, which in turn resurrects the Draco, and the combos are going to keep coming here. I just love watching this deck. Like, I know people hate playing against this deck, but it's so cool. I don't care what people say.
It's so fun to just solitaire with the deck too. Like, it's just something that you can sit down with and kind of have like the mental like practice of just moving through the combos. It's also a blast to play them anyways, but
so second Saryuja coming down here for Darren. He's going to go ahead and special summon out Thunder Dragon with its effect. He's going to use Arborea to just special summon itself to an arrow that Saryuja's pointing to. And there's Borreload's Savage Dragon. Oh man, with 4 Boral counters on it. This might be the payoff for playing the Crusadias in here.
Yeah, I mean, being able to have access to synchros, I think he'll be able to. I don't think in this board he'll be able to, but FA Dawn Dragster, obviously a really great card too. Negate any spell or trap.
He's going to link off Saryuja and the Collapse Serpent for there's the Hieratic Spear. Okay, so now he has another disruption. He's going to grab Wyverburster with Collapse Serpent's effect. And he's going to go for a Levianeer here. There it is. Did he banish? He banished 3 darks, so he's going to get to hit a card out of AznPersuasion's hand here. Gonna hit that card on the far left. That's gonna get shuffled back into his deck. And AznPersuasion now starting one card behind, having to face 1, 2, 3 possible disruptions, as well as being under 2 effects of Colossus. So not looking too good.
Seems kind of like a.
And that's gonna do it. AznPersuasion just gonna scoop that up. Oh man. I mean, that's
kind of an uphill battle for those kind of boards, because even if you have evenly matched, the fact that he plays Hot Red over Crystal Wing, just easily say, nah, that's not going to happen.
Can I just comment on the fact that Darren is using Max C sleeves, basically like taunting his opponent for the fact that he, they wish they had Max C going up against his particular deck.
Yep. See a couple cards set here.
He also said a field spell, and Demise is going to go through.
Ooh. Maybe True Draco?
I was going to say, is this going to be Draco?
Maybe the deck received?
Yeah, okay. So Draco.
Yeah, yes it is.
So Diagram going to pop.
I think we've actually seen Draco a couple times in the tournament so far, right?
A few times, yeah, but that means that people aren't going to be able to use it later on, so that is something that these players do have to be cognizant of. He's going to grab Dynamite Knight. He's going to go ahead and tribute off the There Can Be Only One for the Dynamite Knights, and just set all of his back row so he does not lose anything to Demise. This is your standard True Draco opening if I've ever seen it.
If he's tributing off There Can Only Be One, that must mean like the rest of his back row is pretty powerful too, right?
Or he just has a second copy. I mean,
that too.
Yeah. All right, so he's going to fire off a Thunder Dragon effect to go ahead and grab 2 more copies. Not going to go ahead and... Oh, excuse me. AznPersuasion is going to go ahead and use Dynamite's effect in response to grab the Apocalypse. And now Tsuchinoko. Okay, so if there's anything to break boards, Dangers are going to be a integral part of that process. Snipes the Vanilla Thunder Dragon for the Tsuchinoko. Now, the thing here is that... Hits there. Yeah, so all the Dangers are different types for the most part. So this does play well under There Can Be Only One.
Ooh, there goes a White Dragon. That's probably like one of the last cards you want to see leave your hand. But the fact, again, that he's playing the Crusadius, he does have Draco, which is another level 4 dragon to be able to go off into those guard dragon combos.
Right, and it doesn't affect anything else on the field currently. So it's going to go into Magius, which also is a spellcaster. So again, he still has all different types here. Playing around one of the best floodgates of the current format. Now he's going to make a Link 2. Going for a Phoenix.
Okay.
Question is, what's he going to
free draw off that too?
Yeah, he will get a draw because it is co-linked to the Magius. And Magius will trigger as well, so it can actually... Oh no, he's going to protect the Magius, and he's going to target one of the set back row here. And pitching Nessie, that's so strong. And AznPersuasion with the strike, so that is going to shut Phoenix down.
I definitely think protecting the Magius was smart, though.
I think so, because that's going to be how you extend beyond what he's already done at this point. So, because, I mean, there's 3 other back rows, so, I mean, whatever you hit with the Phoenix is kind of like a bonus if you can pull it off. So,
yeah, but it also says a lot that if he's protecting that back row with strike, that other back row must be crazy as well.
Or he just wants to just neutralize the Phoenix entirely. I mean, because he's already going to get so much value off that play anyway if the Phoenix resolved. So, because not only would he pop one of AznPersuasion's cards, but he'd also get a draw, in addition to Magius' search and the Nessie search, which he did search Bigfoot. And Twin Twister.
Ooh, that's a big card, okay.
I mean,
he's going to be able to...
I'm not sure if Darren knew that he was going up against a deck like this, or if he just sided it just assuming that his opponent might be playing some sort of back row deck.
Super interesting that he didn't choose to retarget that one back row. Oh, a card of Demise getting hit.
Yeah, Demise as well as, I believe, another copy of Apocalypse. And so now we're going to see... I don't know. I mean, we're in a simplified game state here. Darren still has only 3 cards, but... I'll be curious to see where he takes it from here. We know he has the... Oh, he's just going to pass.
Whew. I think hitting that Demise was huge for the follow-up play for AznPersuasion here, but the fact that he's going to be able to resolve Diagram again, get another monster, things can easily like spiral out of control here.
The thing is, though, Darren might be recognizing here that Draco can't kill him. I mean, it's pretty much impossible for Draco to OTK here. So, I mean, he might want just another turn and possibly another draw before he makes his big push again. So we're going to see Ignis come down. And yeah, so we're just going to see these two monsters hit in for 27 and 2800 respectively.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll see. I mean, maybe Darren can go ahead and play through this, but AznPersuasion still has that one back row that Phoenix targeted. Keep that in mind. So we'll see if that card was worth it. But AznPersuasion still did not get any other cards to like back up his board. So granted, Dynamite Knight can't get a card and Ignis can get a card. So that's 2 extra cards that AznPersuasion will be able to get. So here comes Bigfoot. Bigfoot will be
We know he has Bigfoot and another Thunder Dragon in his hand, I think. A regular Thunder Dragon that he added.
Yeah, yes, because he only has 2 in the grave. So he should. And there it goes. So
there goes the third one.
Yep,
okay.
Bigfoot coming out. Now, 3,000 is a pretty substantial number. AznPersuasion going to chain the effect of one of his Dracos. We do not know which. He's going to use Ignis there to grab Disciples. And now there's Arborea. He's going to Synchro into Star Eater. That's what he's going to do.
That'd be next level.
We're going to go back to 2015.
Remember when Star Eater was like actually crazy?
I do. That was during a Should All format, I think.
Yep. Way back in the day.
Yeah. So we're going to link off into Spatha here, a much more dignified play.
Oh, I think that's a second Draco he had in his hand.
I think he searched that in the last turn. I definitely feel like I think he searched that off the Magius. So yeah, so that's going to special summon itself to Spatha's Zone. AznPersuasion is going to trigger Dynamite Knight to get the final copy of Apocalypse, and there can be only one.
That's going to be shutting down those guard dragon plays real.
Right, so, I mean, AznPersuasion just wanting to really get ahead on that so that Darren doesn't even have the opportunity to start doing any of those shenanigans. Tsuchinoko, though, this could potentially change things here, because I believe if he is playing... Oh, hits a Tsuchinoko, but it will special summon itself regardless. Because the thing is, he could go into... let me think... I don't know if he would be playing Unicorn, but Unicorn is a fiend, so he could potentially do that.
You can go into a Link 4, too, and, like, Borreload Dragon's okay.
Yeah,
like...
Spatha is... But Borreload's a dragon, and he has a dragon on the field.
Oh, he does, you're right, yeah.
So Borreload's not an option. Borreload's Sword is not an option. Saryuja's also a dragon.
Option either.
Yeah. This is pretty tricky. We don't know what's in his extra deck. And wow, Darren just scoops it up, not able to advance because there can be only one flooding him out.
That ended up actually being that second one that he set from turn 1, right?
Yeah, so
because we saw him tribute the one to summon the Dynamo.
Right, so that Phoenix, it's like you said, he actually striking the Phoenix. I feel like he would have struck the Phoenix regardless. But
I mean, that Twin Twister, I'm just thinking maybe if he targeted that back instead, like retargeted it, it could have changed how that game ended up. But we'll never know.
Now, the thing is, this is going to be interesting because Draco doesn't typically side hand traps or like play hand traps in general just because of the fact they play Demise. Like, they might side them in, but not many if they do. And Permanence is probably like the only one just because you can play under Demise with it. So if AznPersuasion does not get any way to disrupt Darren here, I do not think it's going to be a very easy way for AznPersuasion to win this one.
Ooh. Yeah, he looks like he opened up Super Ideal again. Going to essentially be full combo yet again as he brings out
this
Saryuja.
Is very identical to how he opened in the first game.
Yeah, I think it ends up being full combo in the same way. Like, if you can resolve this LP here, pretty much you're just guaranteed to go off.
AznPersuasion has the impermanence on the Spatha. I don't know if... Is that correct?
Yeah, I think because, like, he doesn't have a way to move the LP anyways. So, as long as that sits there.
But couldn't he potentially get more monsters on the board and make a Saryuja on, like, the other side? And then, like, by
he could, yeah.
Because, like, that's kind of the way I see things.
But the way is also, you have to think now, is he's limited specifically to dragons. So, unless he can't even summon a Levianeer, there's not a lot he can do.
That's true, because I forgot LP does lock him into dragon. So he's just going to link everything off into Saryuja here. So that's only for 3, so he won't get the draw effect.
But he gets dark, he can get white and maybe make the Pisty, but the Pisty can't get back that red MD that would normally be summoned off of LP, which really makes those plays extremely volatile. Right,
so I mean he has Draco as a target, but can Pisty resurrect LP? Oh, he had the Red Eyes Darkness Metal in the hand.
Yeah, Druid anyways, okay.
Okay, so that might not even matter then.
What were you asking about Pisty?
I was gonna say, could Pisty resurrect LP?
You know what? Actually, I think so.
I mean, if he
No,
summons Pisty, we can take a read. Because then, since he didn't technically use LP's effect, he could resurrect Pisty,
yeah.
or use Pisty to resurrect LP. Again, I'm not sure if that's possible. I'd have to wait to see if Pisty does come down. But
I
that would
actually
be
do think
interesting.
that's possible, so that'd be really cool to see.
So he's going to link 4 here into a second Saryuja, potentially?
I
Yes.
definitely see. Yep.
So
Now
now
we're
he's
gonna
going
be
to
able
get the
see
effect.
draws.
He's going to draw 4 and put 3 back. Draws into Sekka's Light. Wow.
Not a bad draw.
I was going to say, that's going to definitely... And the Vanilla Thunder Dragon. Oh, now he's just going off.
hmm
That was like the perfect sequence of cards that he needed to just pretty much take off from here. He's going to banish Sekka's Light, return Tsuchinoko to the deck, and get another draw. He's going to use the effect of Saryuja to special the Dark, and he's going to just immediately go into a Colossus, which will trigger Dark's effect. He's going to grab Hawk. The thing is, like, I don't know, even if his board isn't, like, that menacing, this is still going to be hard for AznPersuasion to play through.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So he's going to banish the Red MD for Wyver Burster, make Pisty, and now Red MD is in the banish zone, so he can bring that back with Pisty. He's going to search Black Collapse Serpent first. So Pisty reads, during your main phase, you can target one of your dragon monsters that is banished, or in the graveyard, special summon it to your zone that two or link monsters... Oh, no, so it's still... so
yeah,
Pisty
yeah,
wouldn't
no.
be able to resurrect it, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sick, but I think that'd be a little overpowered if that was able to be the case. I was gonna say, like, I
Yeah,
knew I
that'd be
was
nuts.
missing something that you... I feel like people would be doing that, like, all over the place if that were legal.
Well, I think most people just are more inclined to just negate the LP because I think it's more correct. Because then, like, they can't use it again later in the turn. But
Yeah, I mean, Darren just,
you're gonna
like...
see full combo pretty much here.
Yeah, I mean, he might not end on, like... What was I gonna say? He might not have, like, 3 negates, but having the Hieratic Seal and the... or Hieratic Spheres, as well as the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, with 2 Colossus, considering... You know, Draco can do a fair bit of searching. I feel like that is pretty restrictive.
I'm actually really curious to see what he brings off the Hieratic Seal if he does use it, because like normally like most Thunder Dragon builds bring out like a Goliath and they have like the Hieratic, not the Hieratic, excuse me, they have the Titanic Galaxy, which can redirect attacks, so it essentially protects that Goliath from just being destroyed by battle.
Right.
So I wonder what he plays in substitute of that. We might be able to see him tribute it here and maybe fish something out.
Maybe. So AznPersuasion tribute summoning for Ignis using Heritage. He's going to go ahead and, I believe, tribute off the Hieratic Spheres in response to it being attacked. And both of them are going to use their effects. So AznPersuasion is going to grab a True Draco spell, and then Darren will go ahead and grab a dragon to special summon. Darren's actually thinking about the bounce. He might actually not bounce. Or he might pick the Heritage instead. Oh,
Yeah,
no, he's going to
because-
bounce his own Draco.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting. And so now Seal's going to use its effect. He's there's the... he's using Broken.
Oh.
Okay. So now Draco gonna go ahead. Even though Dark Neostorm wasn't technically legal for this round, I don't think this would have changed the outcome of this particular match. I'm just
pretty
gonna
sure
say
Darren's
that
just
right
sitting
now.
on a very Darren's sitting on a ridiculous board. He's still got the hot red negate that he can still use.
Yeah. So
Asian
AznPersuasion is
Persuasion
gonna use
can't
Heritage.
add anything.
Right. He gets the draw from Heritage that does play under Colossus. He's gonna use its effect to tribute off, probably for a Maiden or a Dynamite. Yep. So he's gonna get Maiden. And set one card and pass. Yeah, Darren has 5 other cards in his hand, so yeah. Obviously, again, it wasn't allowed, but it's like whatever at this point.
True Draco just has a really hard time playing on their back foot. Like if they go second and everything and you are up against this monstrous of a board, it's like really difficult. We didn't even see Hot Red use its effect that turn.
Right.
Which is interesting. It could have got a free negate on literally anything, but...
Well, the way I kind of look at it is like you could potentially break a board with Draco because of the floodgates, like there can be only one and such, just because they send all the other monsters of the corresponding type to the graveyard. But when you're going up against like a deck like Danger Thunder Dragon that plays multiple cards that negate, it's typically not going to be enough because it's not going to stick. You would have to do something like Floodgate plus Strike in order for that to even possibly work.
Yeah.
So
And the fact that he's sitting on 2 Colossus too, like Asian Persuasion can't activate a diagram or anything to start getting searches off. It's like it just puts him in a really rough spot. And you see, he set a duality as a bluff there.
Right, yeah. So Levianeer just popped 2 cards, and then Ace of Persuasion had enough. See, he didn't even use the Bro Torso. We're just going to ignore it. And DarrenStephenson will move on, where Dark Neostorm is officially legal now. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next match.